My personal time.
Coming up in Primetime Sports Friday, it's As You Were for the Ben Francis Cup as the title holders reign supreme. And it was the M&M show at Sabina. Welcome back to Primetime Sports. St. Elizabeth Technical are still the Isaline Ben Francis Cup champions. They retained the crown with a 1-0 win over Glenmuir in today's final at the Juicy Patties Field.
Schoolboy Football is brought to you by...
Remember, we like an MVP. Lion MVP.
The last time Glenmuir won the title was back in 2009. It was Stets who ended their reign. So Glenmuir were hoping to do the same against their opponents, who went into the game with 4 consecutive holes on the trophy. They started in heavy downpour, with the two desperately trying to cancel out each other. But it wasn't until the second half that things got to boiling point. The first real chance fell to Glenmuir, and a big one too. This was the time all aboard expected the skipper to carry them to safety. But like the Titanic, Ricardo Dennis and Glenmuir's chance disappeared. Stets had their look at goal after goalkeeper Daniel Forrest's fumble, but neither Don J. Smith nor Giovanni Brown could make Glenmuir pay. But on 84 minutes in soggy conditions, it was time for the crocodile to be fed. Trevay McCullough fired home a beauty to break the tie. It was a goal fitting to win any final. Glenmuir were hoping it wasn't, but Dennis watched agonizingly as Carson Finlay turned his shot away. 1-0 it finished as Stets were crowned champions for the 5th straight time.
This evening a historical evening for us, because Dan J. Smith is the first player to actually win this title 5 times in a row. And one of the funniest things that happened today, the principal is supposed to bring the trophy go to town and he drive away, leave it in his office. And when the principal called me, I said, "Bossy, no need to worry because it's coming right back here."
If you play like how Glenmuir played today and lost, then there's not much we can say or do. Stets, we just have to lift our hats off to Stets. They're a true champion, and we have to give them that. And it's a test to the system and the program they have up there.
It was the 3rd final that the two were contesting, with Stets winning on 2 occasions.
We expect to see a final game, and I think the performance from both teams is a final performance. But as I always said before, crocodile never attack in haste. We always take our time and do it when it matters.
The two will now turn their attention to next week's Da Costa Cup semi-finals. And the Isaline Manning Cup enters the semi-final stage tomorrow, with Jamaica College facing Camperdown and Wolmer's against Charlie Smith at the Stadium East. The games will be broadcast live on this station.
Jamaica College got to the semi-final stage in controversial fashion after mauling Denham Town high 16-0. Camperdown's path was minus the controversy, but with their own drama after earning a last-ditch draw against Hydel. Wolmer's shockingly dispatched St. George's College 3-0, while Charlie Smith gleefully grabbed their semi-final spot by slamming Vauxhall 6-0. So it's now down to this: win or go home. Charlie Smith's coach Jerome Huate is having a good run in all brands of football, but he knows getting by his former school will be no easy feat.
It's a team that you cannot underestimate. Physically, they are one of the strongest teams in the competition this year. The objective is to score goals. If you're not scoring, you will fall short. So we have done that in the last 3 games. We have scored all of 9 goals.
His opposite number is Ludlow Bernard, and despite the tail of the tape showing a Charlie Smith dominance over the years, he's basking in the knowledge that his team has been strong this season.
Players are confident. They think that they are deserving of being a trophy winner this year. They are putting in the hard work, as they can see in the background. And they are well motivated.
Lime Super Cup champions JC face Camperdown in the second semi-final, but JC's assistant coach Delroy Brown is not banking on that.
Camperdown is a team that we have had good rivalries over the year, and it's going to be a good match. I can tell you that it's going to be a good match. And like how we play any team in this year's competition, we'll be playing them hard, and we'll be playing them, you know, coming out victorious as usual.
Christopher Bender was a part of Camperdown's team crowned triple champions in 1982, but he's not thinking about that.
I never usually go for individuals. We kind of focus more on team and it's team effort, and hopefully we continue using our team effort to see what we can achieve. So far we have achieved well so far, we have been unbeaten so far using the team effort, and we'll continue to do that.
It's a Lime Schoolboy Football is brought to you by
Remember, we like an MVP. Lime MVP.
I love my PK.
Governing body for football, FIFA, could be sought as the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association, ISA, continues its investigation into last week's controversial Manning Cup games involving Jamaica College, Denham Town, Excelsior and Holy Trinity. ISA's competitions officer George Forbes disclosed to TVJ Sports today the investigating team hasn't found any evidence of collusion.
We have not been able to come up with any concrete evidence to suggest that there was match fixing or anything untoward that happened. One thing is certain, that we are not satisfied with the results, like we said before. The investigations continue. This will not die. If it takes until next year for us to get something, we're still going to do it. We're actually going to summon the schools to a disciplinary meeting for them to explain. We're going to be interviewing the players one by one to get their perspective as to exactly what happened. But as it is now, we have written to the JFF to explain that we have done that all we can do at this time.
And Forbes says all the teams involved will be summoned to a disciplinary meeting and the players interviewed individually. ISA submitted its report to the JFF this morning. Stay tuned. We come back with much more on Primetime Sport.